Hey guys, back with another video. And man, I had an eventful weekend, bros. So sorry guys that I haven't been present to, do these sharp breakdowns, but I'm here now, so can you guys be grateful at least? But let's go back to what we used to do, man. Let's get the show on the road. Okay, XRP, definitely looking at this and not really as interested, honestly. And now let's just look at Bitcoin. I remember, guys, we're asking ourselves what where do I see going based on the weekly? Do I see price going both way? If so, it's a bad trade. And also, I'm looking for the perfect trade setup, right? I'm looking for the thing where it's just so ideal, where this is has to be the best, trade I've ever taken in my entire fucking life, right? So, Bitcoin, I'm interested in Bitcoin. It did reach the area which I, presumably assumed that it would have reached, but they didn't give me a chance of entry, so I'm good. Looking at U.S. oil, I'm good. Took a trade here. And out where? It's cool. Oh, yeah, you losing. See ya, right? We're out, right? What else can you freaking do, right? So, um, looking at gold, let's remove all drawings. Let's see what gold's looking like. Okay, cool. Bond we see prices uptrend. Now it's on a downtrend based on this area here. Have weekly. So obviously bearish. So we're looking at this price seems to give me like a doji vibe. Price could come way up here and then still close down here and leave a wick, right? And still leave a wick like this. Price could definitely still do that. Huh? I mean, let's go back. Okay, boom. So let's look at the reverse here, right? But based on what I've seen, this is a doji. I've seen that price usually, hits dojis like these and continue, dojis like these, continue, dojis like these, continue, right? So I do believe that I could see a continuation happening. Um, the price is trending in one direction and hit the doji. Uh, Bob, you okay? Oh, for me, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm for sales, right? That's me. That's just me being like realistic. I'm looking at the daily vibes and seeing like which area bomb that I see gives me price is bearish. This is definitely an area of bears. This is definitely a bearish area. Bomb. Definitely a bearish area. Bomb. Actually test that level. It's in that area now, right? Let's just see if I were to shrink this. I would have shrink it to there. Definitely why here doji. What level would we be interested in? This level, obviously, right? Um, what's the 4 hour doing? Okay, cool. So for me to be interested in cells, this is just me being realistic. We just have to see what price does in this area, honestly. Let's see what price decides to do in this area. Price doesn't close above this area, then I'm good, right? Price doesn't close above this area, then I'm good, right? But for me to be able to say like, I see it happen. And why does something like this? Price goes up. Let's just say it comes back down. I'm here, and then now decides to like a retest. Then I'll sell this down, right? Whoa, what the heck? Then I'll sell this down. You know, let's do this again. Price of the squeeze above here, then I'll be interested in selling this down, right? Obviously down here, right? But it has to give me a very valid reason. And the only way it can give me that is if it's daily. Yeah, it literally has to happen. It's like 1 o'clock, so I doubt that's gonna happen now. But price closes above here. I'm just not interested in this trade. Would I mark it as a trade I'm possibly interested in? Yeah. But as of right now, I'm straight. I agree. Can't do nothing with that. Um, can't do nothing with that either. Just leave this GJ. Okay. GJ, Divide. What is GJ doing? Right. Price is definitely above a level here, right? It is definitely a respected level here. This entire area is a respected level, right? Respected here, respected here. This entire area. We don't know the weekly. It's giving us both vibes. What can I see happening? I only see price going up, right? That's the honest opinion, honest truth. I only see it going up. Daily price is bullish from here. Price is bullish from this area. So anything in between that area, it could be settled as, buy vibes. So this is definitely an area I'll be interested in buys. And this is definitely another area I'll be interested in buys. So these are two zones I'll be interested in buys to the, upside here. Price would have to, encounter one of these, one of the two, right? Let's have to encounter this or, encounter this, right? To the other side for me to be interested in. Weekly really gave me an engulfing. That means I don't really need the daily engulfing. But if I do have it, I do need a 4 hour to give me, 4 hour vibes. What I do like is the fact that this is head and shoulders. All right. But the only thing about it I would say about this head and shoulders is that price already retested it here, right? So most ideal head and shoulder? No. Let's look at the daily vibes. What daily is telling me. But then the one thing I like about the daily is telling me that it hasn't retested the daily vibes, right? So bomb. Probably hasn't really tested the daily vibes. So what I would say is that there is, confluences. So say like, for example, like, the weekly and the daily are bullish, right? And the 4 hour, we do need a weekly area of interest and, daily area of interest vibes. And then we do have, it does come back. It's going to be a daily, the retest, retest of head and shoulders. We do have a weekly engulfing. So all we know is literally need all we literally need is a shift of structure. Honestly, we just need a shift of structure anywhere in this 4 hour vibes. Any shift of structure here would be ideal for a buy to the upside. Any shift of structure, it doesn't matter. The 4 hour is bearish and shift of structure, any shift of structure in this area, definitely the vibe that we're looking for. And I could see, honestly, based on the weekly, like I really see price continuing up to that side, right? I really do see that happening. So definitely GG one being probably one of the top trades I'm looking at right now. AUSD. Alright, area. Feel straight. Prices bomb bearish. Bearish. Retest of head and shoulder. Daily is about to hit. Okay, cool. We might have a pretty decent trade here. There's a reason why I say this, right? Question is, right? Based on this, right? Do I see price engulfing? Can price continue? Yes, it could possibly continue. Would engulfing be weird to say that would happen? Like, no, like I feel like I can see an engulfing happening here. Just because it's bullish vibe, kind of don't like it. But I would say the price is an area here, right here, where it's definitely an area of interest. We definitely have a retest of head and shoulders. Head and shoulders. We have a retest of the head and shoulders. Um, but I don't know if price wants to go down now. Could be the area where it wants to go down. I'm just not sure. But let me show the reason how I'm gonna know if it's gonna go down because price is currently bullish here, right? Price is currently bullish here. It's closing bearish. If it closes bearish, right? If price closes bearish, this is what I'm going to need to have a strong level. Bob. Right? Price closes bearish, then we're gonna need price to come back into this area to give us, the vibes that we're looking for. Price would have to close below here. Bomb. When it goes below here, 4 hour. Daily, pull back here, need the daily engulfing. And then on the 4 hour, the vibes that I need, right? And then we could probably start seeing price, fall down some more. And then obviously the area we'll be looking to trade off of is this, right? That's the area we'll be looking to trade down to, right? Because ultimately that is the end all, be all. But like I said, what I would want is the weekly to have the engulfing first. That's the only way I'll be interested. The price weekly has to have two things happen, right? I want price to either have engulfing, right? Or for price to have this move here. This move I call when you have the short candle, right? And then you have a doji. And then when you have these two, then you usually have, a trade to the downside, right? So I want the weekly to close engulfing, to be honest. That's the only way I'll be interested in this trade. I'll wait till next week for this to happen. Honestly, that's just me being real. For it to close down because yeah, it could continue going down. I'll keep an eye on it, but I would want the weekly to engulf, you know. Um, let's look at let's right. Price at this area, bomb one bearish, might be coming up to for the retest. 4 hour. 4 hours still bearish. Hour still bearish. I'm good for now. I'm good for now. Because price could still continue down. Can it go up? Yeah. Can it go down? Yeah, it also can go down. That's just me being realistic. Um, I just don't know yet because it hasn't fully given me the vibes that I need. If it gave me the engulfing, then I'll be interested in buying it back up. But for now, I don't know. I don't know. See it going both ways. And like I said, if I see it going both ways, then it's not an ideal trade setup, right? I need to see it going one way. And that's either engulfing or after a doji move. You feel me? You either after a doji, bam, go up to these dojis, doji's continuation, doji's continuation, doji's continuation. You feel me? So CAD JPY, not interested. Euro GBP, price there, daily. To be honest, for me to be interested in, I okay, so I only see price going down, right? That's just me being realistic. Buy price hit engulfing, price is bearish. I only see price continuing down, right? That's just me being 100%. Now, based on the daily, what I would want to see price do is this area. I want to see price close below all these areas, to be honest. That's just me being realistic, right? That's just me being 100% realistic. Price would have to close below all these areas here, this entire area. That's just me being 100. It looks big. If I can tighten it up, bam, right? For me to be interested in this trade, price would have to close below here. Give me a vibe here to this side, right? Or from here, or from one of these, right? Any of these, you know what I'm saying? This me being realistic. That's the trade setup I would be interested in. If I just have to close below here, and close below here, then we will get it on the pullback to continue to the downside. All right, that's the only trade I'll be interested in. But we'll see. I'll keep an eye on this. It's Monday. We'll see. The price could have a deeper pullback, possibly, and still continue down there. So I'll keep an eye on that. NZD USD weekly. I'm good, bro. I'm good. NZD CAD. I'm good. Weekly. Price is bearish. It's a reversal area. Uh, reversal area probably. Daily giving me the vibes. Daily is already tapped into this level. I am not interested. GPSD. Wait. So this has like a lot of pointers. So I'll just take a screenshot of this just in case I have a lot of, you know, ideas that I could possibly be interested in on this GBPSD chart. Out study. Let's put study. Study. Let's go back out. Move out drawings. Let's see what this got to do with this period. This price is bullish. Price is bullish. I'm straight. Automatically off the weekly, I'm straight because I I don't know what this is gonna do. Honestly, you can continue. I don't know. So I'm straight. Just like this. Price is bearish. Okay, cool. If we're going to continue down, yeah. If price we want to continue down, then okay. Price tap this level though. I'm straight. See, automatically roll that. I'm straight. Euro AUD. Price is there. Price is not continued up. What's going on? Price is not. This price does not have this weekly wick. Okay, so yes, I would not be interested in the trade unless price comes into this area. All right. The only way I'll be interested in this trade. The price comes back into this area. Price would have to come back into this area for me to be interested in sells. For now, I'm not interested. That's just me being honest. But let's break down this whole trade, right? Let's remove all drawings to see what I'm talking about. Okay, price is bearish. We know that. It's giving us vibe like it wants to go bearish, but it could reverse and go up, right? We do know that this is the level of interest that we do have. This entire level, right? This entire area. Bam. Price should be below that. Can price continue down? Yeah. Can price reverse up? Possibly, but I do see price continue down a little bit before it reverses up. Daily giving us the vibes that we want. The only thing that's messed up is the weekly hasn't created the weekly wick. So price has to, that's what I'm saying. Price hasn't created that wick, so I do believe you can see price doji up and then come up here to create, the weekly wick a little bit before I could continue back down. Or just have that huge wick and continue up. Right? The thing about it is that this could be the reversal area. This could be the because it's so low, it could be the reversal area. Because it's so down here. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's just so down here, I'm not interested, honestly. That's just me being real. Like based on the other trades that I'm looking at, I'm straight. I just want to make sure that I'm like getting the best trade setup ever. Right? I'm looking at the weekly where I see it's going in the best trade setup is when it's still going in the direction. I see price continue reversing. Um, you see that price continue reversing. I just don't like that. This I like that. I just kind of don't like the trade, to be honest. Where would it be going? But we going down here. It continues. Weekly, 4 hour. Dang, it does have a head and shoulder, though. I'm not gonna hold you. I did a retest already. Daily. I'm good. It doesn't hurt my head. AD cat. I'm straight. All right, rest my time on other ones that doesn't hurt my head. I'm good. ADJPY. I'm good. NDDJPY. I'm good. It looks nasty. GPAD price is here. Area where price could reverse at. Daily. Give me buy vibes. Tap this area already. I'm straight. EuroJPY. Definitely what I'm EuroJPY, definitely a trade I'm interested in. Let's try to break down this trade. Let's remove all drawings first. Um, based on the weekly, that's what I'm looking at. Price is bullish. Question is this: what do I see price going? Do I see price doing this? Maybe, but this is a reversal sign that I do see. Question is, I could see price. Can I see price soaring up? Price did hit this beer, but it was going up. Price has hit this engulfing here, bomb, and then continue up. Hit dojis, and then continue up. So that's not the first time we've seen that happen, right? And then price is at this area of interest where there is ideal motion. So for me, I do see price going up. Based on the daily, I see price going up here. On the weekly, I don't see any. This is the issue I have right here. Like, like the weekly hasn't, weekly hasn't hit this wick here, right? Weekly hasn't hit a wick here. So for me to be interested, I would want price to come down here first, tap this area before it continues back up, right? And then this would be my level of entry to continue up to the upside. Let's go down to the daily, right? On the weekly, we do see price going up. Do we see price going up that huge candle? I don't see that happening, but I do see price going up in that direction. So it might be held for a little bit longer. Daily does come in here to give the rejection that we need. Um, so weekly has levels, rejection, daily has rejections, 4 hours, bomb, right? So just take notes, guys. So we kind of like see what we're looking at, right? We do see that the weekly bomb. Okay, so we do have the weekly and the daily giving us. I'm doing something. I do have the and weekly showing me, you know, that it could be continuing to the downside. I do see that happening. Um, so we do have the daily, weekly area of interest, daily area of interest. We do have the weekly rejection, dojis. Let's just say weekly dojis. We do have the daily, daily engulfing, to be honest, engulfing and dojis, right? Engulfing and dojis. So we do have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So all I literally need is a shift of structure. Once price comes down here, they already gave it to me here, right? But for me to be more, I want price to shift structure down here because um price right here. And first of all, price has came down here and done it often, right? Let's look at it. Daily bomb rejection, daily 4 hour. So for me, I want price to come down here, shift structure, whatever it decides to do. Price comes down here on the 30-minute, right? Let's just say price comes down here. Shift structure here, then I'm entering for the buys to the upside. I'm automatically entering for the buys. Not looking for anything else, but I'll be honest with you, the minute it hits the structure, then I'm looking for buys. That's just me being realistic, right? Because we do have the daily. This is an area of interest, and then you have to be realistic, right? Let's be realistic. This right here is an area of interest as well. Bomb. See what I'm saying? So being realistic, we need to see price shift structure at any of these levels. There's me being, idealistic, right? Price shift structure at any of these levels here, and then it makes that wick. And guess what, guys? We're in for the longs at this area, wherever it decides to close. Stop loss below that level, very tight stop loss. And then, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, the overall be all is this. That's the overall be all, right? But can we close it at any time and just take profits? Yeah. most definitely. So probably when it gets up to here, into there, cut off like 50% and then just let everything else run, right? But ideally, I'm saying this is literally what we would be, aiming for, right? To go all the way up to the upside. But definitely a trade that I'm interested in. Might take a few days though, honestly, because just like look at the weekly. Like, do you see Price giving this? Yes, it's been giving big plays. Yes, Price is bomb. Give big plays, bomb. Price does get big plays on these moves though. I'm not gonna hold you. Look at that. Oh yeah. Look at that. Big play moves. Big play. Let's look at the smallest candle right here. The price hit that level and hit up. Oh yeah. Bump that, bro. We'll hold it for real because Price has been giving big moves on Euro JPY. So I'm surprised if we see a big move come in to clear this joint out. Right? So definitely a trade that we're looking forward to. USD CAD. I'm good. GBP CHF. Um, I'm good. This could be a huge wick, to be honest. Price did hit this level, so I'm good anyways. USD CHF. I'm good for now. This closes here. The price could change. You leave a huge wick. Depends on what we see happening. USD CHF. Let's see what price decides to do. Behind the price is way down here. I don't see the price continuing up after this huge. I don't see that happening. So that's just me being realistic for now. So I'm good with that. USD, NZD, weekly, I'm good off that. AUD, CHF, Euro, CHF, prices, daily, price. We continue down to the downside some more. This is in this area where it could continue down some. We'll see. Let's see what it's looking like. But for now, I'm good. So let's look at the ones that seems more ideal, right? We see GJ seems more ideal to happen based on, the weekly vibes, more ideal. Golds, we'll see how that looks. Two sold out on that. UJPY, more so there. USD JPY could possibly. Okay, I gotta be careful with these because these are about the same pair. But the JJ, we want to continue up, just like Euro. USD JPY, I might want to continue down. But I said like it fully close. I'm not fully interested into it. Euro GBP, price would have to come all the way down here for me to be interested in it. So Euro. So these, I'm gonna be honest with you, these two are the ones that I'm ideally looking at. Euro GBP JPY, Euro JPY. Am I gonna get the other ones? Of course I am, but these are more seem to be more. I can say ideal. So what are notes I'm looking for? Like mentioned this trade and Euro JPY. I'm looking for it's the same thing for both jobs, but both genres, both. So I said before and always would say, love you guys.